Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from Yahuwah the Father and Yahusha our Moshiach, his voice. Hear, O Yasharal, Yahuwah our mighty one, he is one Yahuwah. This is Brother David presenting to you the righteous brothers. Truly, they are hated by all. Why do you think that is? Look at him. He's been created in the image and the likeness of Yahuwah. He has preserved this seed from Adam to Noah, from Noah to Abraham, from Abraham to Jacob, from Yasharol to the Promised Land, from the Promised Land to Africa, from Africa to the Americas, and he is still going strong. But yet he has been marginalized, because as the people of this world hates the image and the likeness of Yahuwah, they also hate the Most High, the Creator of all things, the supreme power of the Elohim, and his name is Yahuwah. Now do you see why? Read Psalms 83. It tells you that the whole world is going to hate our Father and his men. But there's something happening today. There's an awakening. The brothers are taking back their power. They're gravitating back towards the Most High. They're reading, they're studying, they're taking these laws and applying them to their life. These laws is not about a religion. We don't have a religion. These laws are about government, governing ourselves, our nation, and then the world. We shall rule the world in the name of the Most High, Yahuwah. And they are afraid right now. They see that there's coming a shift, a transfer of power like never seen before. I keep seeing it on the internet. They're saying about this transfer of wealth, transfer of power. They know it's going to happen. They just don't know exactly who it's going to go to. But when you read the scripture, you find that he's going to transfer all of the wealth of this world to the righteous brothers. Wake up, my brothers. Stop eating out the garbage can. Take back your power. And be the man that Yahuwah has created you to be. Let's begin. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10 to 15. Brothers, this is what you're going to get if you overcome. Stay strong. Be encouraged. Keep his ways, because this is soon to come. Verse 10. And the sons of the strangers shall build up thy walls. You won't have to work hard anymore. And their kings shall minister unto thee. They shall be your servants. For in my wrath I smote thee. Who's this I? His name is Yahuwah. Why did he smite us with the rod of correction? Because we went to serve other gods. But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Why did he have mercy? Mercy presupposes guilt. We came and we threw ourselves upon the mercy of the court. We said that we are guilty. We have transgressed his laws, and we have transformed our lives to meet his ways. And because we have done that, verse 11, therefore, my brothers, thy gates, your gates, shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night. Why? so that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. Open the doors of Fort Knox. We want the gold. We want the silver. We don't want your paper money. And that their kings may be brought. Their kings are going to have to be brought before us. Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Vengeance is mine, saith Yahuwah. Verse 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together. What is that for? To beautify the place of Yahuwah's sanctuary. And I, Yahuwah, will make the place of my feet glorious. Listen to me, brothers. The Most High, your Creator, in all reality, your Father, is going to dwell amongst us. No one else on the planet. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. The ancestors of those who took us captive, the ones who raped our women, that beat us to a pulp, that marginalized us, that despised us. They will come bending unto us, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, every one. Indeed, even for surety, even some of our women. You have been cruel to us in the lands of our captivity. Brothers, just hold on for a little while longer. That same woman who snatched your heart out your chest, ripped your children from you, and just tried to destroy you, called the white man on you to put you in jail. All you have to do is return back to your father. He's going to bring them all before you, and they're going to have to bow down at the soles of your feet. And they shall call thee. What are they going to say? You, my brothers, the righteous brothers, are the city of Yahuwah, the Zion, the habitation of the Holy One of Yasharal. Verse 15. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated. There's only two persons on this planet that has been forsaken and hated. The righteous brothers and their father, Yahuwah. So that no man went through thee. No one came to us for counsel. Who did they go to? The Jews. But I, Yahuwah, will turn the tables. I will make thee an eternal excellency. That's forever. A joy of many generations. Don't turn this down. Zachariah chapter 8, verse 20 to 23. Let me prove to you how powerful your dominion is going to be, O righteous man. Remember he said no man went through you? Well, as the ruler of this earth, everyone is going to have to come through you. Verse 20. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, it shall yet come to pass that there shall come people and the inhabitants of many cities. Verse 21. And the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, let us go speedily to pray before Yahuwah, and to seek Yahuwah of hosts. Listen what they're going to say. I will go also. Verse 22. Yes, many people and strong nations shall come to seek Yahuwah of hosts in Yarushalayim, and to pray before Yahuwah. He said his house shall be a house of prayer for all people. We know that the temple will be rebuilt because we shall return and rebuild the waste cities. Verse 23. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even, see the word even, it means indeed for surety, shall take hold of the fringes, you see it says skirt, of the fringes of him is masculine, that is the righteous brothers, that is a Jew, no way, from the tribe of Yahudah. What are they going to say? We will go with you. Why can't they go by themselves? Because you are the rightful rulers of the earth. In order for them to come into the kingdom, guess who has to bring them in? The righteous brothers. And this is a simple concept. If you want to go to another country, don't you have to get a passport? Well, your passport agents are the men, the righteous brothers of Yasharol. And it says it right there. Take hold of the fringes of him from the tribe of Yahudah. For we have heard that Yah is with you. And you got that right. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. Hold it 1 second. We just heard that 10 men from the nations shall come and take hold of the fringes of a man that is from the tribe of Yahudah, saying, we will go with you. Take us with you. They cannot get in unless he takes them in. Now look at this. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. They need to be called by the righteous brother's name. Did you notice something? If they need his name, they're not married. Were these some of the women that said, I don't need a man in the lands of their captivity? But now they've learned. Look what else. To take away our shame. Oh, they need the name to take away their shame. What else? To take away our disgrace. To take away our disapproval. Who disapproves of them? Yahuwah. The daughters of Zion are haughty. They walk forth with stretched forth necks, wanton eyes, mincing as they go. Their speech, their mouths are desperately wicked. Here's a question for you righteous brothers. Are you going to take them with you? Well, for the righteous brothers that are married, and you have these wives, they are ride or die. You went through hard times together in the lands of your captivity. There were times when you had to go into the penny jar to get change together so that you can put a meal together for those children. You went through every hardship, yet you're still together. Listen to this. When your husband, that righteous man, the ones who is keeping his laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments, and loves the name of Yahuwah, when he is exalted, you will be exalted right along with him, because you two are one. You still have to submit to his authority. You still have to call him master. He still is the boss in your household. He is your king and you are his queen. What a wonderful thing. You both have overcome together. What about the sisters that love the name of Yahuwah? They're striving to keep his laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments. They're working hard to change their ways. Well, if you are sincere, you shall be pointed out in the wilderness that you also are one of the overcomers. There shall be men who shall take you in with them. What about you, brothers? You don't have a wife. You want a wife. Don't try to get one here. Not at this point. Hold on a little while longer, for the Father has prepared a blessing for you. And this blessing is all over the African continent and in a place like this called Yemen. Did you know that Yemen had a Hebrew name? Here it is. Yamanayah. These are your sisters, brothers. They're in the lands of their captivity also. They are called Akdam. Do you know what Akdam means? Servant or slave. Anytime you want to look for our people, you look in the country in which they're in, you look for the lowest of the low. They are the lowest of the low. Isn't that a good match? You have been marginalized and despised and hated by all people on the earth. You are the low thing of this world. She is the low thing of this world. What a good match. Here's the bonus. They are virgins. They've never known a man. You will have a woman that will only know you. Hold on. Keep your composure. Learn how to be a prince here. So when you get into the kingdom, you will be a king, and you will know how to treat this young lady. When we go into the kingdom, you won't see any of this. You know, this single mother syndrome that we have here in America? No. Let's say we're in the kingdom. Give you an example. Because it's a government. Everything will be governed by law. That's what the law is all about. It's not about religion. Don't get it twisted. It's about governing ourselves. If this woman's a virgin and some handsome, slick brother comes and woos her, and she decides to give him some, when he goes into her, and if she gets pregnant, and the two be found, he has to come before the father of the young lady. He has to come before the covering of the young lady and pay the fair price for this woman, and she will be his wife, and he cannot put her away all the days of his life. So if you didn't like the guy in the first place, and if you only wanted to get some type of sexual pleasure, it's not going to happen in the kingdom. One mistake, you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life. Make sure you know what you're doing. Here's another protection under the law in the kingdom. If a man be married, and another man comes and sleep with his wife, and they be found, both of them are to be stoned to death until they die. The whole community is to come out and witness and participate. Do you think that's a deterrent? I believe so. The curse will be broken. It will lose its power. Because we're in the kingdom and we're under laws. You remember the curse in Deuteronomy 28, a man will be espoused a wife, and another man will come and sleep with her? No, not anymore. The curse will be broken because now we'll be under law again, not under the curse. So this is a good thing, that the man will rule and reign in righteousness, not wickedness. Anything that deviates from the law that you want to teach your children is considered to be wickedness. Only teach righteousness. And on that note, we have some young ladies out there, and I know you guys have heard this. I don't need a man. And then she decides that she's going to raise a man. How do you raise a man and you're a woman? What can you teach him? Well, I've heard a lot of arguments on this subject. And I heard some women say that they were successful in raising these young men. They have PhDs. They have nice cars. They purchased their first home. They're making plenty money. What did she just tell you? She just told you that there was no righteousness taught to this man. He was taught how to obtain wealth. That's it. Oh, well, I taught them righteousness. I took them to church and I taught them to worship Jesus. That's why the righteous brother in the household is of utmost importance. What is it for a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? The only one can steer this child correctly is the righteous brother. So when you choose, ladies, if you're going to choose anyone here in America while we're still waiting to be ushered in, you have to choose someone who loves Yahuwah's name. And this is for the men also. He or she has to love Yahuwah's name. He or she has to be striving with all of their heart, mind, and soul to keep his laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments. You can tell who they are because they will mimic the ways of the book. The woman will be dressed in modest apparel. She won't be looking like a harlot. The man will not be out there chasing after women and going to parties and coming home drunk and all of the things that we know that is America today. Righteousness will reign supreme in the kingdom. Our people will be protected, and we will be the most powerful nation on the planet, and every other nation will mimic us. Shalom.